Driver coming at you. Come on, here. WooFDriver coming at you. I'm just trying to show you how we get Princess ready when we go on an adventure and I have to harness her. Come on, good girl. So the area that she walks up and she balances herself on that brick wall. And now what I'm going to do is give her some medicine before I roll. Now I reward her with a treat and I get her to go up there with the treat. So that's the motivator there. Not always, dogs aren't always motivated by food, but for certain instances, especially Huskies, they're really independent and aloof. So food motivation for them is not a great way of at least reinforcing training. It's a great introduction to training with them. Now what I'm doing is I'm giving her medicine. So I use something called a pill pocket right there. And then I give her her first round of what we call your Citadol, which is for her liver. It helps keep her liver in good health. So she takes that readily. Then she has a high thyroid, or a hyperactive thyroid, if you will. So this is a Thyrotab, they call it. And these are all prescription drugs from a veterinarian. And I put them in the pill pocket because these are not flavored. Some of the medications are flavored. These two are not. So, come here, good girl. She's 15 years old, by the way, in case you didn't know. Good girl. And again, she's food motivated. Some dogs won't take that, even if you put it in something they like. Come here, good girl. Come on, good girl. Good girl. So, I'm just getting her towards me. Putting on her special harness because we're doing a WooFDriver Adventure where we're going. Come here, good girl. Look at that, good girl. We're going out to a trail to run the dogs on the special dog bikes, dog power go-karts as I call them. So she's doing really good with that. Getting it on her the first step. Now this is what again I called an H-back harness, tracking harness, walking harness. It goes by a lot of different names. By the way, I'm going to take the gloves off. I do when I handle the dog medications and foods, because I do feed them raw foods, I use gloves because that way I don't have to wash my hands all the time. So don't want to contaminate my hands, especially when I'm going from dog to dog sometimes. I don't want any of the medication residue going from one dog to the other. So this H-back harness, tracking harness, I use it for a multi-sport harness, and they're good for all around activities. And these harnesses that go by the different names, you can find them in different pet stores, local pet stores, I'm sure to you. They're readily available. This is a specialized one, as it's leather, and the way it attaches or it hooks to itself, and it has a built-in handle, as you can see. So it makes it easier to handle the dog. Like we're going to climb up some steps to the truck I'm going to show you in a second, so I can kind of lift her a little bit, because with her age there's some arthritis, of course, and some other ailments that are usually age related, but they limit sometimes her mobility. So climbing steps, I still like to keep her active. That's why, as I was showing you, climbing these steps originally to get up to here, and then using this narrow, relatively speaking, walkway to get to her bed and her house, keeps her mobile. Now notice there's also a heated pad underneath her bed. Huskies don't need heat, technically speaking. They're good for like 50 below zero, and she doesn't live outdoors, though she likes being outdoors as much as possible. But the heated pad works for an older Husky and it's not directly on her, so it goes through the bed. She could get to it if she wants to peel her bed back, but it helps keep her joints heated, so when it's really cold outside, that also makes all of us stiff, and that does the same for dogs, especially at her age bracket. So by having the heat, that helps keep them warm and a little more pliable, so she can get around a little easier. So I'm going to take her down the steps. Now I'm guiding her. She comes down this herself, but I'm doing this because I'm going to take her to the truck. And you see she's walking with me. I know you can see the phone, so it's like a double reflection of yourself. Now I'm going to try to guide this as I do it. These are the truck steps. So they come out automatically when we open the door. And the seat slides forward in this special Ford Excursion, dog limo I like to call it. So she's going to come up here. Come on, good girl. Come on. Good girl. See how I helped her up the steps. Now, she can climb them by herself, but because of the narrow entrance into the truck, it's a little more intimidating, and at her age, she'll choose usually not to do it on her own. Good girl, princess. But that's how we get her in here. And if you'll notice, I have a pillow that, what I do with this pillow is, and it does have some dog hair on it, I put that as a wedge between the seat and her area. What that does is, sometimes dogs, especially huskies, when you get them into tight areas, they become territorial. So the other dogs will enter this vehicle shortly, I'm going to show you, and she in the back will naturally want to say, hey, this is my area, and she might snap at them or be a little confrontational, try to flex a little muscle. So to prevent that, I put the pillow there that keeps her back to her area, and the dogs are out of range for her to be confrontational with. I'm going to release the dogs now. I'll show you what that looks like. You might have seen it before. Jim's going to do it for me. So, as I was saying yesterday, I have different areas in my yard for dogs, usually people that have multiple dogs. Go ahead, Jimmy. They have different areas, so we can isolate dogs if we need to, whatever. A lot of times, Princess likes to do her own thing, so she's on her own a lot. Here comes Zorro, and here comes Chase. Oh, here comes Jag. Come on, Chase. Notice how Zorro, right up the steps. Come on, Chase. Good boy. And Chase is right up the steps as well. Now, they'll stay in there. I'm going to just drop the windows real quick. It's cool here, but I got to show you Jag. Okay, good boy. Jag's up there rolling around. This is funny because he's gonna try to mark the area. That's not for you, Mr. Jag. He likes to go and see what Princess was up to. He's close with Princess, and he's like, that's my big sis. What's going on with her? So with Jag, he rides in this compartment, and he'll ride with WooFDriver Pit Crew member Big Jim. So, and Jim's right there. Come on, Jaggy. Come on, good boy. Jag. Now, Jag, we'll let him get his, get a little bit of, sowing us a little bit of wild oats. Come on, Jag. Come on, here. Here. Good boy. Come on, Jag. Good boy. Good boy. And Jag knows where he's supposed to go. He's going to check out for any food crumbs. He rides in here with Jim, so, or usually whoever my co-pilot is for the day, because Jag, a prankster, and he'll be pranking his Wolfpack mates all day long if he sits back with them. Jag's again about 9.5 years old. He's got blue eyes. He's a little small for a husky in height, not in stature. And hi, good boy. I'm going to close the door. They got groomed yesterday, so I did want everyone to see it in case you missed our grooming session. And this is Zorro. He's about closer to 9, and the boys are closer to 9.5, 10, being the brothers, Chase and Jag. They're not really brothers, they're cousins. And then we have the pretty Princess again in the back. If you're just joining us, let me see if I can get her on screen for you. That's her. And she's looking out the window. She's got a nice flat area instead of a seat back there. It is cushioned, but she can actually walk. Hey there, thank you so much. Is it I'm trying to get your name. I'm sorry. So, I don't have my glasses on, but thanks for saying hi. Please drop by and I'll give a shout out. I'll put my glasses on so I can see the screen. It's kind of hard because I'm trying to do everything here, but I appreciate everybody stopping by and giving a shout out, and I'll give a shout out back to you. Thanks for saying hello, even though I didn't catch your name, and I can't go back on this screen, but I do appreciate it. By the way, I know I've done it before, but if this is our first time joining us, I'm going to give you a quick tour of the truck. This is what I call the dog limousine, or the truck liner, kind of like jetliner. It's specially made for the dogs. It's got actually 6 doors, so there's an extra set of doors here. That gives us the ability, and I'm noticing Zorro drinking right there. He's drinking out of his water bowl that is in the truck for him. We have water bowls for all the dogs. They are anti-spill water bowls, or spill-proof water bowls. And it's really nice because it does the spill-proof feature, which is pretty simple to build into these bowls these companies make. They're cheap bowls, but they're really nice because it does keep a lot of water in the bowl and it doesn't spill it all over the truck. So there's also fans in here right there, and each compartment has a fan. It's not that the truck isn't fully air conditioned, it is, and heated, and usually the dogs don't need heat, we need heat up front, but it moves the air around, and when we want to have the windows open, we don't necessarily have to add the air, we can give them fresh air, etc. The fans are a great feature. Of course, everything's custom made here, so those are readily available, and they're actually dog kennel fans, and they attach nicely to the grid work we have set up here. I'm just watching Jag, make sure he's not getting anything. With Jag, since he rides with a person back there, sometimes they'll eat food or whatever, so we have to make sure the trash is discarded properly. He's okay licking up the crumbs, of course, but want to just make sure everything is safe. So this truck's custom made for the dogs. Again, I call it the dog limo or the truck liner. It's got a roof deck on there. What you're looking at also are big speakers. So this is like a party vehicle. We go on major adventures all up and down the East Coast with the dogs. That's what this is all about. It's all dog centric. And the ability to not carry a trailer, though a lot of times we do, is really nice. That roof deck up there has an electric winch on it, so we can get our dog sleds on wheels, our dog power go-karts, our dog carts, etc. We can get them up there with the electric winch. Ramps come out, and it's really cool how that all works, and it makes it easy. Actually, I've done it for years by myself, so one person can operate the whole operation. But when I have more people, I can bring an extra bike in case one breaks down. I can go to more remote locations, etc. This truck is detailed with the Husky Brockway hood ornament. You can see right here, kind of cool. That is an official Brockway. Brockway was a truck company in the 60s and 70s. Tractor trailers, they make tractors, and I believe Mack, which has the bulldog as their symbol, bought them out. How coincidental. That's the WooFDriver logo. In case you see us on the road, you'll know what you're looking at. And that's a tour of the truck. Right now we're working on some parts. We're always innovating new ways. I'll show you what this looks like if I can get into it. Packed up. That's a lot of what we take, and it changes sometimes. We have the dog bed, specialized dog bed, which is a motorcycle seat to go on the back of the dog powered go-karts to keep any of the dogs get tired, especially Princess. She's got a place to ride, etc. So that's basic tour here, and I'm WooFDriver, your host. And please, if you haven't already, subscribe to WooFDriver Live, that this is being broadcast from. WooFDriver Live, and I'm going to try to get the dogs there, I'll be doing more broadcasts from. I will broadcast on the Husky channel that you're tuning this to, but WooFDriver Live will have all of the broadcast. That's what we're aiming for. And we're going to be on a trail probably in the next couple hours, and I hope to do a live broadcast from there, which should be interesting. Thanks so much for joining us. This is WooFDriver signing off.